Hi, this is Nikhil Advani and you're watching Bollywood Hungama. Please watch Airlift on the 22nd of January 2016.
You've had an interesting year
Yes.
so far as a director. Two films, Hero and Katti Batti. How do you look back at this year? Are you satisfied with the way both the movies
Of
have
course
been
not.
received? And
No, of course not. Yeah. I mean, I think that Hero. I think that I'm happy with that Suraj and Athiya have got the kind of adulation or the credit that they deserved. But I'm not. I wish that I think somewhere I've let down Subhash Ghai, maybe even Salman to a large extent, because I feel that the film should have been. I should have. I personally should have taken more charge of that film. I feel I didn't, and so everything that is wrong in that film is I take full onus on. But I think it's a wasted opportunity. It was a great chance to do something very interesting.
there is this perception as well that the guy who's made something like D-Day and
Yeah.
you're a wonderful technician yourself. That maybe it was not entirely like a Nikhil Advani film.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say.
when you
That
take,
I think that
opinions and
I think the
suggestions.
important thing is for me to understand that I need to keep making the Nikhil Advani film, and because that's what is expected of me. So I think that where Airlift falls into that bracket, which is that's why very proudly we say from the makers of D-Day and Baby in the trailer also. So yeah, that's a big learning. So this year has been an extremely important learning process for me as a filmmaker, as a person, as a producer, as somebody who is expected to deliver a certain kind of quality.
Yeah, because what had happened with D-Day was that the entire you were approaching things, the sort of especially on social media, if you notice that the sort of people that you had started appreciating was something in terms of technically the film was appreciated big time as far as movies concerned. The way it was shot was appreciated big time. The sound design. The performances, the locations.
Yeah, so
everything.
the thing
so
is,
that was something that you had taken to yourself to a certain.
But
certain
that is all
level.
there in Hero also. It's not that it's not there. We have worked with the same unit of D-Day, working this unit of.
It looks good. In terms of the way it has been shot, it looks very nice.
In terms of the action, in terms of the cinematography, all that. I actually am also saddened by the fact that a lot, like 237 people worked in Hero, like 150 people worked in Katti Batti. I'm saddened by the fact that they gave me close to 150 days of their lives, and nobody ever spoke about them, because the film was completely. The film didn't do what it was supposed to do in terms of Hero. It didn't connect with the audiences the way it was supposed to connect. The music was brilliant in Hero. Kangana Ranaut we had in Katti Batti, but everything else became more important, and nobody spoke about the small things, the technicians, the cinematographer, and which is great. There are great people who have worked on that film. But that's what happens, that if the film works, everybody appreciates everything else also, right? So when you talk about cinematography, sound design, action, we had Tom Struthers doing the action in D-Day. I'm telling you, in Airlift, people will talk about the great helicopter shots that he has taken, because we had this wonderful technician come down from Norway who has been able to shoot the octocopter from your face. It goes into huge wide shots, so some beautiful shots.
Okay. The number of technicians is definitely fabulous. There's no doubt about that. And but ultimately, I'm sure that you know better than almost anyone else the way Kalonao has been and the way D-Day has been as well. Even certain portions in Patiala, I think it was.
Very emotional.
It's the writing actually that somewhere maybe you faltered on writing as far as Hero and Katti Batti is concerned.
Yeah, I don't know what is
somewhere that is something that, because Katti Batti some portions are brilliant in terms of the.
I agree.
At the end of it, the way.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what went wrong in Katti Batti. It'll always be a puzzle for me. I think it's one of my best films. I think it's beautifully shot. It's beautifully written. It's wonderfully performed. I think Imran is sincere as can be. It's his best performance, I think. So I don't have answers as far as Katti
music
Batti
is good.
Music is good. Is works in the film. The stop motion song works beautifully in the film. We've tried different things. So I don't have any answers for Katti Batti.
Maybe it was felt that maybe it was slightly long. it was slightly on the
Maybe.
longish side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what I mean. In the pre-screenings we showed it to everybody, and they used to love it. They come out love it. So I don't have any answers to it. But so yeah, in terms of writing, I think that right now, as a production company, we are working with very good writers. Writers that we are working with Parvez Sheikh, who has written Bajrangi Bhaijaan. He is one of the collaborators on Queen. He is now working with me on my next Bazaar. We are working with Asim Arora, who's writing a lovely film for us called Lucknow Central, which I'm producing for my assistant. The writer of Hero Panti and Baghi, who's written for Sabir, is writing another film for us, which we're producing for another assistant of mine, Gaurav Chawla. D-Day, Airlift has been written by Ritesh Shah and Suresh Nair, the same writers of D-Day. Ritesh is also writing another script for us, which I will do after Bazaar. So I think that what you're saying is right, which is that for a good production company, you need to surround yourself with great content.
Yeah, absolutely.
And very
That's
strong
the
writers.
backbone.
That's the backbone.
That's
Strong
the
writers, and we believe that, and and I think that you can see also in Airlift. I mean, the kind of subject we've chosen. My first contribution to Airlift, or rather my only contribution to Airlift, will be that the only thing I insisted with Raja was that you have to get Ritesh Shah and Suresh Nair too.
They're good writers.
To write.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them, they're good writers.